I don't know what happened, Tapatio. Something happened. It just my phone went blank and it cut out. So I guess we're back. Just me and you right now. Yeah, man. I really enjoy the bond that you have, man. Just bring people together, man. I watch you. I watch your stuff. I'm gonna continue to keep watching it. Take two. There you go, Donnie. I have no idea what happened. It cut out. So maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's one of my trolls that's hacked into my stuff. What's up, Dwayne? Everyone back? I don't remember what I was saying. But yeah, something that happens, man. Learning and listening. Yeah, see, I think we do too much in society in this day and age. We do too much point fingers and don't want to hear people out or jump to conclusions or just dig our heels in the sand and people are. That's why, man. That's the comment of the night, brother. That learning and listening. I do the same. Like I learn new things from people on here too, and I think human pride is what keeps people from changing their ways or being introspective about what they that like they're stuck to their own morals or issues in their own lives and they won't change for anybody. But listening and learning is the best thing that we can do on this earth, and then discern what's good. YouTube does that to stop the message, Lacey. Probably. I hope not. Who's running YouTube? I had heard. Is this true that YouTube is doing a lot to shut down people with different opinions, kind of like the other social medias do? I heard Twitter somewhere. I heard that Twitter is the only really true blue one with unbiased people behind it. I really don't know if that's true. I don't keep up on stuff like that too much. That's what I heard. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? You see it often, huh, Lacey? Yeah, they do. They do. I'm just kind of curious. My cousin, she's more into computers than me. She said the best thing that you can do is keep a website because nobody can mess with that. Like they can take your YouTube down in a second. So don't put all your stock in one place. Atticus, always listen to a second voice in a conflict and use your heart. Um, that's great advice, man. That's the way that's what we're missing nowadays. Right nowadays, man. If you don't agree with me, I guess you're my enemy. But I never saw it like that, man. Everyone has the ability to take advice or to learn something new and to change the way you see stuff. Let's see. I guess you're supposed to hit the like button. Always listen to. Let's see. Hey, kind of off topic, but I seen. I was really fascinated that Hulu's got a documentary coming out about those the airplane crash in Chile. Was that in the Andes Mountains, man? That's coming out Tuesday. I can't wait to see that. I read that book. It's called the book was Alive. They made a movie about it, but man, there's a new documentary coming out on Hulu. We'll watch it. I'm rewatching that night. Let's see. It's frustrating and sad that cops hate being recorded. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it, Cat. It is not against the law to record a public official cop when he's acting in his duties at all. In fact, I encourage it. Hold cops accountable. Make sure they're doing their job right. Don't interfere. But if you're in public, you got the right to. We should be acting like we're on camera anyway. Let's see. Yeah, go to the website. Yeah, the world has gone crazy. I agree with that. Let's see. It makes me wonder why so far your life. Yeah, that's like the second one in a row, Dwayne. It's been interrupted. Yep, Cat it is your First Amendment right, and I've never understood for a second why any cop would give a crap whether you're recording them, unless you have something to hide. I don't get it. I encourage you to record. I've always been when they've been recording me in the neighborhood since camera phones came out, and I love it. They pull them out. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Most of them will just say, oh, that's Thornton. He's cool. And if they want to tag, they put it up. Sometimes I'll say, hey, tag me. But why would you care? If you're in public, if you're on a traffic stop, and here's a new one that I see a lot. These guys just want to control things so bad. Even on a traffic stop, the person will be a very reasonable distance away, but the cop just has to go up to him and say, hey, can you move back a little more? Like they have to have control. That's an ego thing. That is 100% an ego thing that is ego driven, and it's to me it's like a mental thing, like a mental illness almost. Like you really have to have that much control, and you're scared of a camera. I don't get that, but I see far too much of that. You see these officers, hey, stand back there. It's like they have to be, you have to be subservient to them, even if it's taking 2 steps back. Like stop. If he's reasonably away, let him record. I can see he's up in your face. Like if you're trying to handle business, that's interfering. But they're back there, let them record. I've been doing it my whole career. You should see how many video cameras come out when you go into one of our like our areas where housing projects or apartments, and there's a video camera out every window. Who cares? Act right. Contempt of cop, yeah, that's right, Lacey. You know that's a real thing. It's a real thing. They call it pissing off the police, which is to me is reprehensible. I don't even let them say that around me. PD, that's ridiculous. It's reprehensible. That's just flat out an admission that you're not policing by the law. You're policing by your feelings. So you're going to find a law to hammer them or punish them with. That's disgusting. That's disgusting behavior. If you don't have thick skin, you shouldn't have this job. I go into every call expecting that, you know what, some people hate me because of this uniform. They don't hate me, though. They hate the uniform. This is fine. I don't care. I don't get offended by it. I hated the uniform when I was younger, growing, coming up, too. And I hated it throughout much of my adulthood. It's understandable. You know why? Because many cops have brought that upon us. The nonsense they see. I hated police growing up because of Rodney King. This generation hates them because of a lot of them because of George Floyd. There's a reason behind that. They don't just wake up in the morning and think, you know what, I'm just going to hate to hate. We've brought a lot of this, much of this upon ourselves, and I'm not afraid to say it. Why don't we just change? They don't want you recording and violating someone's right. Yeah, you got to have something to hide. Red or blue, man, I appreciate you, man. I don't like donuts, but I like bagels, so I'm going to use it on bagels, man. I do like. Well, let me digress. I love donuts, but I don't like what they do to my body. I'm ready for a nap, and I'll have one. I gotta have 6, so I'm gonna use it on bagels. Much better for you. Yep, Kyle. A lot of cops, a lot of egos do get the better of them, and that needs to be eradicated. Period. Starting at the academy level, like they need to embed this in any recruit's head. That we're not doing this with our ego. That yes, people are going to hate you. Yes, people are going to talk disrespectfully to you. But deal with it. Deal with it like a professional peacemaker. Like once you start policing with your ego, that's when bad stuff happens. You see every one of these videos. It's an ego thing. That's the biggest issue. And you need to start off with the proper mindset is that just because I wear this badge doesn't make me better than anybody. I'm just doing a job. I don't talk down to people. I'm not better than anybody. I don't care if you're a felon. I don't care if you're full of tattoos. I don't care. Yeah, tell me about it. I've seen a few videos about that too. I'm going to put up soon about cops going in because people are tatted up. I get personally offended by that one. But I'm not better than anybody. I don't care if you just got out of prison for 30 years. I'm not better than you. I do my fan. We're all equal. Period. That's not even my personal. That's not my personal way. That's biblical. That's biblical. We are like not one of them is better than the other. And my favorite pastors says that. Like there's no chief of police or there's no pastor on earth that's better than the lowest of his congregation. We're all equal. Period. I'm located in Zion, Illinois. We're right just north of Chicago. Dwayne, Dwayne, I'm gonna get him again with the bagels, man. Let's see, the chronically fabulous. Do you think there should be psych evals at least annually to help filtering out bad cops? I think that they need to. I don't know about psych evals. I'm not a big fan of those. Either they need to change the type of psych eval, but as far as that test goes, but I think that yes, it's like some sort of summary or some sort of. We have in my department we have two what do you call them, reviews, evaluations a year, and I think there should be evaluations on your how you're doing in your home life, your personality. I think spouses should be interviewed, significant others should be interviewed. Is there a change in his attitude in life? Is he negative? Is he more egotistical? Is he drinking all the time? Like they need to keep tabs on that because this job, we do see a lot of bad things, and if your mind is not in the right place, it can go sideways quick. So I do think we need to keep better tabs. Like Lord knows we have checklists for everything. If I arrest you, And my PD, I have to sign off 73 different checklists. It's ridiculous. So we should have a checklist on where it counts, like a checklist on how is this officer doing mentally, how is he doing physically. That's another one we go into. You need to be physically healthy to be in this job, and they just don't keep track of it, and it needs to change. Some PDs have started to implement that. I'm not saying all of them are guilty of that, but some they just it is what it is. It's just they just let that stuff go and they brush it to the side and don't worry about that. But I do agree there needs to be psychological evals a lot more. Think about the Texas situation on cops standing outside. I have to see that one. Tag me in that one if we got it. Profile people, we little people, not good. We all make mistakes and we're not perfect. Amen, Tapatios. And I say that from personal experience. I was a angry young man at one time. Yes, I did when I was a youngster, I got caught with an illegal pistol. I did get put in handcuffs and dehumanized and put in the squad and humbly stood there in a jumpsuit in front of the judge. I know what that feels like. And it's horrible. You're terrified. You don't know what's going to happen to you. My life meant something. Nobody, the cops that talked down to me like I was a nobody, I'd call y'all by name and face and name right now. I won't do it, but I know what that feels like, and I would never do that to another human being. So yeah, nobody is better than anybody. I make mistakes, and so do you. So does any cop. So does any citizen. We all make mistakes. We're in no position to be a moral judge on anybody. You do your job. If they break the law, arrest them, treat them humanely, process them, and move on. Let the judges in the court system punish them. We do not punish anybody. And I'm not talking. I'm talking physically. I'm talking down to them. You do your job right and treat everyone like a human being. Let's see. Does the police have a problem with you having a YouTube channel? No, my PD don't. My PD is real supportive. They know that I have a First Amendment right to voice my opinion. They know that I'm not doing it. I'm coming from a place of love. And they do keep an eye on what I do in uniform, but they don't have an issue with it. I do it on my breaks. So don't try to get me in trouble. Don't email nobody, because we've been down that road a million times. Email the mayor. We got a lot of Karens emailing the mayor. He's doing that on taxpayer. No, I'm doing it on my break. And literally, these are older people that have no concept and have no idea that I can videotape and upload a video literally in 90 seconds. I can go to the bathroom and go take a dump and upload a video. It's so simple. You can do it easily. So not like I'm sitting there producing the video all day. That's just people they're really just Karens. They want to get me in trouble that I've sent them emails. Don't even try it. But my department is really cool about stuff like that. And they know that I make a difference. You think they're out here reading this stuff too. They see that the public loves it. So very supportive. Yes, I'm north of Chicago. Bobby, a lot of my cities are Chicago transplants. So my mom is from Chicago. So most First Amendment auditors say always record the police. Do you agree? Record during a police interaction. I'm all for it. I think we work for the people. And if they want to check up on us and want to record us and hold us accountable, then have at it. Because it is something. If it is a bad officer or a bad interaction, it needs to be handled and called out, because we work for you guys. So it should be public. Everything we do should be public. Everyone hit the like button too. I'm supposed to say that every few minutes. That's my check-in. Let's see. Crime and raise the standards of most departments. Have cap IQ, critical thinking skills are so important in this field. Common sense and street smarts is important in this field. We got to hire. My big thing is hire people that are familiar with the streets. You got to hire kind of the model. I think the culture of your city should be mirrored in the police department. And I mean, obviously, it's not. I don't have to even go into details. That's common sense that is not, and then we need to improve upon it. Let's see. Qualified immunity. I'm still studying that of CAT. I understand it does a lot of bad. I just want to. It's such a it's so many moving parts to it. I want to be more schooled on it before we publicly go in on that, because there's so many facets to that. But yeah, I've seen it protect a lot of bad people. Coming from a place of love. There you go, George. Let's see, Bobby. I'm in Oconomowoc. Where's that at? Let me know where that is. Have you researched CSPOA constitutional sheriffs? I'd have to check that out. Somebody tag me in one of their videos if they got videos. Haiti, my buddy, I was just hanging out with my Haitian friend Ferris yesterday. That's my guy. I've been to Dominican and I met a lot of Haitians down there, but I've never been to Haiti. I love it. I love it. That's the top of Tuesday. Police don't have nothing to hide. It shouldn't be a problem. Amen. Amen. I've said it from day one, since the moment I started this job. Like, you're supposed to, we work for the public. You should be acting like you are on camera anyways. When you're out dealing with people, when you're out on a traffic stop, when you're out on anything, you should be, that's in public view. I have no problem with anybody filming anything. It's everyone has a phone now and a camera. It's a way of life, and you should be acting like you're on camera. I'm gonna keep saying that till I'm blue in the face. Let's see. It says it's our civic duty to hold all public servants accountable. Donnie, I couldn't say that even any better. That is the truth. I want to hold it. I mean, I'm off duty. I got police that police my neighborhood right now. I want to hold them accountable. If he's out the window right now doing something, I found myself filming them. I did it. I should have posted that video. I was out in front of my mama's house not too long ago, and it was a traffic stop, and I'm out there. I'm in the front window filming, making sure this officer does his job right myself. So, like, there's nothing wrong with it. You're supposed to be doing that. Hold them accountable. Let's see. Cynical Zombie, is it safe to ride through Zion on a Robert McClory bike trail? During most hours, yeah. I've seen, I mean, it's a different perspective from me because any crime that's happened on there, I've seen it handled. There have been a lot of bad incidents on that over the years, but I kind of have a skewed way of seeing that because of I don't go there like every day. If you think about it from my perspective, I remember bad incidents that happened there, but they're few and far between. So I can't say there haven't been terrible things that haven't happened on that bike trail, but during the day, for a day-to-day basis, you should be perfectly safe. Do I have a favorite auditing style? Yeah, I do watch a lot of them. I would shout out my favorite that started me watching was Phil Hernandez High Desert Community Watch. I love his style just because he's witty, he's funny, and he's respectful. You show him respect, he's gonna give you respect. That was how I understood the way that this is supposed to go. I thought Phil Hernandez was perfect when it came to his presentation and how he did things, and his son Felipe, his son, how he did things, and the way that if you showed him respect, he was very respectful off the bat. He didn't come in, and this is my personal style. He didn't come in hot. He stood there and minded his business, and if they gave him respect, he gave it right back. And if they disrespected him, he has some zingers. He's a funny dude. I really think he's a cool guy. But I watch him a lot. Sean Paul Reyes, good dude. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think who's the other ones by name. Oh, let's see. I seen Tapatios doing some good stuff. I'm starting to watch more of him now. Oh, who else did I mention? The Big Nick from Florida. There's San Jose is one of the ones out west I liked a lot. I'm so slow with names sometimes, so forgive me. But I know the voices as soon as I hear them. Michael, love what you're doing, who you represent. Keep making a difference. I appreciate you, man. That means everything. I guess when I lost connection, all my likes were erased. You better start liking again. Smash the like button. Too many cops out there with nasty attitudes. Yeah, there should be zero cops with nasty attitudes. We are in the public service, like customer service should be our attitude all the time. We're public servants. We should be the most coolest, approachable, friendliest dudes that you know. Why it's not like that, I have no idea. I don't want to hear that we're jaded or he was busy. You don't know what he's been through. Yes, I've seen a lot of horrible things in my career, and I have PTSD too, but that doesn't give me an excuse to be rude to anybody. Period. I get tired of people hiding behind it. You see a lot of these people that no matter what, cops can't do any wrong, but they'll say, well, you don't know what he's been through. Give him a break. He must have been having a bad day. No, we can't have a bad day as far as being nice to people. You are nice to people or you get out of this job. We are in the business of taking care of people. We swore an oath to do that. Michael, I appreciate you. Chronically Fabulous, yes. Yo, KNN, what's up, man? I love to watch Colorado PED Patrol. Have you seen any of her videos? Let me tag me in some of these because I want to watch them. I get sent so many videos in my inbox, and I get tagged in so many. I want to keep watching, and it's just entertaining for me because um, I want more. I want these things to be trained. I want them to be a First Amendment audit, like a multiple hour class, and every training academy and police academy in the country. It should be very, very simple and like clockwork. Somebody can film. Stop failing these things, man. It's ridiculous. Spitting Cobra. LO, I have to check. Tag me some of these, man. Yes, Heavy. I'm going to do my best on that. I like to give my take on everything that people ask about. Let's see. How do you balance sharing your faith with being an SRO? That's a good question. I I know what you can and can't do. I know the things that I've been warned about that people because I'm very open about my faith in Jesus Christ, but I know what what you do have to have a separation. I can't just go out preaching the gospel to everyone I come across. So I would rather be known as, man, there's something different about this guy. He's loving. There's no what there. He loves people. He puts people first. He's a true servant, and let them see through my actions. And if the topic comes up, yeah, if you want to ask me about why I feel the way I feel about certain things, I'll tell you. But I don't just go out preaching the gospel to people, and that's what I've seen officers that will just flat out like give out gospel tracts on traffic stops and people aren't even asking about, like, dude, you can't do that stuff. You have to show a separation. But if you ask me about it, yeah, I have no problem with that. So, and I've only been an SRO for a few months now. This was my first school year, but I was on patrol in San Joaquin. That's what I was thinking about, Donnie. Not to interrupt myself, but I was on patrol for 11 years and then a detective for 6. So, and I'm going back to detective work during the summer this year. So, have I made Mimi? Have I made a video about Tyree yet? No, I have not. That's a hard one. We started shooting a documentary about him. It wiped me out mentally for quite a bit. That's a hard one. Losing who I consider my second son is a tough one for me. So we're gonna get on that, but I'll keep you guys updated. My Tyree. If you guys want to hear see the letter that he wrote to me, it's in my book. You can look up my book. It's all over my Facebook page, my YouTube page. What I'm doing right now is really great. I'm gonna make a difference in every department. I appreciate you, Tapatias. You're my guy, man. I'd love to meet you one day, man. I really love. I want to like maybe have an auditor meetup or a supporter meetup. We gotta do something, man. Because I just love you guys, man. Line Stepper, tell off, man. What's up, Line Stepper, K&M, man? Um, it's your documentary boys from Cali, man. K&M, my documentary boys from Cali. Man, I love you guys. Ant, Damien from Cali, the ones that they come one time, and we got to finish it, the documentary they started. But man, anytime that I can get support and people can understand what we do and understand the concept of the line stepper, man, I love that. It just shows that we are making a difference and people are seeing us, and that's what we want. So want to make the world better. Let's see. What are the main reasons for probable cause to enter a home without a search warrant? Also, thank you, Matt. We appreciate you. William Elmore. Appreciate that question. Okay. To enter a house without a search warrant or without consent, there has to be exigent circumstance. Like you can hear somebody screaming for help or you see somebody getting beat up in the window. You got to go protect their safety. You can enter a house. Let's see. Another thing is in certain instances, fresh pursuit. Like let's say somebody runs from you, you have probable cause to arrest them, depending on the severity of the crime. And I'm not talking about a jaywalking. You're not going to kick in the door and chase somebody up jaywalking. But let's say it's a robbery, and you see a guy run into a door. You don't have to get permission. You see him, you see his body go in. You can go get him to a certain extent. But those are the main difference. The main other things besides consent and a search warrant is they call it fresh pursuit, which is subjective, and the other exigent circumstances is an emergency, obviously. So that's it. Other than that, you can't just enter somebody's home. The home is sacred. The Fourth Amendment is a serious deal. There you go, a little bit biased, Betsy. I get it. But Fourth Amendment and guarding the house is a huge deal to the Supreme Court and to the Constitution of this country. That's sacred, and that's not to be trampled on. That's not to be played with fast and loose. Take that seriously. Back out. If you don't have paper, back out. Done. They can be in the house. Why do so many officers not know our constitutional rights and most basic laws? Why do we keep seeing them fail that? I wish I had the answer. Chronically fabulous. R2 Steve, man, what's up, man? I appreciate you, man. Tapatio's my brother. Saw you met Joe Cool on a live. Have you seen his videos? No, somebody type in Joe Cool's video. I want to see his videos. Bay Area Transparency. I've watched a lot of that. KNN, man, I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I want to see some. If you can, man, email me some clips. Maybe we'll put a teaser out. Maybe we'll put just any of that stuff because we shot so much good footage during that. Let me know, man. I would love to see that, man. Mace PD, oh man, that's not good. Aloha, Matt. When you and your wife make it to Maui, I got some cold. There you go, man. That's one of our dreams. We talk about Hawaii. Me and Mama got to make it down there. Let's see. Dwayne, Tyree's preface letter will warm the readers' hearts. Yeah, that's why I wanted to put it out front. Yeah, man, my boy. If you read that letter, it's. I remember I went into a bank one time, and a lady brought my book, and I pulled off, and I come back. She texts me immediately, come back, because I just read the preface of what Tyree wrote, and now the whole bank, all the employees want to buy the books. So I ended up selling like 10 books that day. So it really was cool what he wrote. And that was really his words. That was something else. Cop in Crisis to Cop in Crisis. You can get on Amazon, or you can email me. I just sent a book out the other day. Somebody emailed me. We can coordinate. The book is $14.99, I believe, but we can negotiate the price. I don't want to. All the money goes to my nonprofit anyway. So, let's see. Cynical Zombie. What do you think the average cop in Illinois thinks about a citizen who illegally concealed carries? From my experience, I think that I haven't seen too much clapback on it since that came into be. I've seen that some people get a little over paranoid. It's a CCL, and he legally can have the gun, so there's no need to get shaky and no need to get gun, there's gun there. Like, stop. He's legally carrying. He can legally carry all he wants. I mean, I done walked up to burglaries and people standing out front in their house with a gun in their hand, and it's their own property. And I don't say, oh sir, hey, can you do me a favor, put that away? No, he's on his own property. Get out of that gun. That's his right. So yeah, I haven't seen too much clapback with the concealed carry. I know it pops up, and we're very aware of a lot of times of who has it. I don't even inquire. And I would maybe say, if I got to maybe have to arrest somebody that has a CCL, I'll say, hey, you got your piece on you? And if they say yeah, then we'll deal with it that way. I'm not going to lay them down and take it. It's like, man, brother, this is what you just calmly explain what the deal is. So it's their right. They can carry it. 4Link RC. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you guys following my channel, man. Type in Joe Cool. I will do, Lacey. I'm going to check that out. Midwest Accountability. Donnie, let's plug that one, man. I got to check some of these out. Jay Duval, I appreciate you, man. Can you read it to us of what he said? Whew. You guys want to see me cry? I don't have a book in front. Maybe I'll do that next live. I'll have the book ready so I can read that. But if you guys want to get me emotional, see what my boy Tyree, he's a kid that basically became my second son when I met him. And he passed away 4 years ago. April. This is his ashes right here. As we're speaking of Tyree, this is what I wear him all the time. There's only 4 people in the world that have this right here. 5 people, I'm sorry. And when I proposed to my wife, which I should put that video up too, she got one. But yeah, that was my Tyree. He was the greatest kid. My second son. Him and my son are the greatest 2 young men that have ever been on the face of this planet. Let's see, KNN, hey brother, how does your department look at you with all your tattoos, and what does your chief think? My old chief, a couple chiefs ago, hated my tattoos. I was actually one that implemented the policy, but they're used to them. My tattoos are everywhere now. They're pretty cool with me about that. You're technically not supposed to get any more on your hands and neck, but I mean, who knows? He probably don't even notice anymore. Wink, wink. If I get new ones, they won't tell. Not like they search me. Let's see. Today's video earlier was hilarious. I love how you put the green tint. Yeah, if you guys want to check out me messing with my wife. Some funny stuff, man. Tapatios, man, I appreciate you, man. Tyree really was something else, man. He was a great kid. And I can't wait. I always say this: baptizing him was the coolest thing I've ever seen on earth. Like literally, that I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen a lot of cool stuff, but baptizing him and seeing him in that baptism, same baptismal I did today. I baptized Kiana in today, but seeing him cry, he was very stoic, but seeing him cry in that baptism was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I can't wait to see him again. When I get to see him in heaven, first of all, I'm gonna hug him for the first 10,000 years I'm in heaven. But then it's gonna be great to finally see him. I know I'm gonna see him, so that's the only thing I can rest in. Let's see, Patrick. Oh, my man, Patrick. I sent your book out, so be looking for that. Let's see. I take my written exam tomorrow. I'm pretty nervous. Pray for me. I'll say a prayer for you, brother. Um, Exploding poop. I love that. I got to be a compassionate cop like you are. Yeah, just be real. Be the public first, public servant. Remember, don't ever forget that. Be a professional peacemaker. Um, and yeah, take 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 the people, put them first. That's what you have to do in this job. You're not above anybody. Don't join to be part of some blue fraternity. Um, Join for the people. I could care less if other cops don't like my opinion. I don't have this job for you anyway, so that means nothing to me. A troll cop it's entertainment for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate the traffic on my post, but you don't bother me in the least. You're not going to do nothing to me. You don't scare me, and you're just entertainment for me. Actually, keep the comments coming, troll cops. The ones that don't like me for speaking truth in love, and for wanting to put the people first. I mean, that's such a mortal sin, right? Let's see. Tyreso was saved. Yep. Yes, he was. He was. Cynical Zombie, I appreciate you, man. I'm happy to do it. Yep, Donnie, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna look at that. So, Lacey R. Frank Moyer. Let's see. What did Frank Moyer? The only thing I want to see is the people with cameras stay 50 to 100 feet away from a scene. It's not for officer safety, but for safety. Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective, but just be reasonable. I say just be reasonable. If someone's like standing in your path, I understand that, because nobody wants to like have somebody right underneath them, or have to be right underneath somebody. But like, be reasonable. If they're standing on a public sidewalk right there, then it's a public sidewalk. If that was a shopper walking by, you wouldn't think anything of it. If that was a citizen just standing there seeing what's going on, it is. They can film. Don't be offended by that. My main issue is when you're offended by that. Like, dude, what are you time? So like I don't have an issue with I couldn't put a distance on it, Frank. Um, so that's kind of my thought on that, man. Jack, you're a cool guy. Wish all police could have your outlook. Yeah, I'm just I'm chill by nature. I probably get that from my daddy. But like I said, I've been on the other side, and I've been treated by bad cops. So I always told myself, the day that I decided I wanted to apply for this position, I was not going to be one of those ever. I love people. I got in this job to serve people and to be cool with people. Let's see. I'll serve the rest of my life in prison and no others got proper judgment. Atticus, you got some good passion, man. Tapatios, gotta go, man, brother. I'm gonna try to look at your page a little bit later and see some more of your stuff, man. I appreciate you, man. Much respect. Oh, take care, brother. I gotta leave in a second too. See, I intermittent fast, and it's getting my cutoff time is 8 o'clock, and I gotta make some food real quick and get ready for this week. We got graduation this week. I'm gonna cry. See my eighth graders graduate into high school. It's gonna be a great week, for me. I actually won an award, and this I've still never talked about it. I don't talk too much. I've won a lot of awards in my career, but I won an award for funny enough, or believe it or not, it was an Educator of the Year award I won for um, being an SRO. So I won that award this week. I'm getting that Friday, so that'll be cool. Maybe they'll get some good pictures and videos I can put up here. Blind Man Artist, what training is done in your department about people in 1A community? Not enough. Every department needs more. We did recently have a training and a good policy that we implemented, which was great. I think my mouth running to every shift about this topic constantly. I guess I'm the go-to guy when it comes to that. But we need not just an official training that most. I mean, let's say you get a bad cop with just a cynical, terrible attitude. They won't take this training seriously. They'll check the box and roll their eyes through the whole thing anyway. You need more. We need more cops speaking up, like being very intentional about this, and being as pissed off as I am that officers keep failing us and embarrassing us. How do you not see this as an embarrassment when you constantly see these videos of these dudes wearing the same uniform you are, making us all look like clowns? It pisses me off. So I think more individual officers need to be more outspoken about this stuff. Uh, let's see, Eli. Hey man, I'm on a path to become sheriff's deputy. Was originally on track to be an officer. I was derailed a bit ago. However, I did a lot of studying for police. Material should be exactly the same. There may be different county laws that you may have to learn, but it's basically the same thing. I always treat people good. You get this job, man. Keep me updated. Number one, hit me with questions. Number two, and treat people right. Get this job for the right reasons. Don't get this job for your ego. Don't get this job because you want to have power or you want to be part of some fraternity. Get this job because you love people and you want to do what's right. And uphold the oath first and foremost. Like uphold the oath that you put your hand on a Bible and swear to uphold. Uphold that. That should be that like, dude, you swore to that. But keep that oath. Plant Life Part 2. Let's see. Love all your content. Keep all the motivation. Yeah, I certainly will. My motivation right now is that I got to get off of here and tell you guys good night. I love all of you. Stay blessed. Keep doing what you're doing. Hold people accountable. Hold public servants accountable. And do the right thing. So God bless. Take care, man.